Welcome to the fifth episode of 2 Cents Tuesday. Because today is the 43rd anniversary of our attainment of independence, it is only fitting that I devote this week's episode to Independence 43. I want to congratulate the National Independence Anniversary Committee and the government of St. Lucia on the choice of theme for this year's independence activities, Douvan, Ansanm, celebrating our people. This theme speaks to unity, moving forward, recognizing and celebrating the role that St. Lucians must play in our progress. The use of English and Creole also makes this theme more authentic and inclusive. In reflecting on what this theme says to us, I want to recommend that as of this year, we take a different approach with the selection of themes for Independence Anniversary celebrations. With the exception of 2015 and 2016, and then 2017 and 2018, every year, the Independence Committee has recommended to the Cabinet a different theme for the Independence Anniversary celebrations. Those themes are supposed to reflect our aspirations as a people. However, unless you are a devout follower of independence celebrations or a member of the National Independence Committee, you would be hard-pressed to remember the themes for the last 5 years. For our 20th anniversary in 1999, we said we were purposeful, confident, and united. 1 year later, we were approaching the future with vision. In 2001, we preached respect, tolerance, and togetherness. In 2002, we told the world that we were facing the challenge with dignity and pride. When we celebrated our 25th anniversary, we affirmed that we were taking responsibility for our country's development. The following year, we were working together with pride to build our nation. In 2006, we stated our theme in Creole by proclaiming "C'est pays nous, pouvoir c'est ça nous." 2007 saw us rising to the global challenges. And 1 year later, we were progressing in face of global challenges. For our 30th anniversary, we spoke of a journey to be proud of, a future to look forward to. We went back to a unity theme in 2010 with Tout cette Lucia Seyon. Following the devastation of Hurricane Thomas in 2010, our theme in 2011 was recovery through resilience, rebuilding with determination. Apparently by 2012, we had recovered sufficiently to reaffirm that we were one people, one nation, limitless possibilities. In 2013, we were aspirational in unlocking our creativity, transforming our world. 2014 saw a return to the theme of togetherness with in unity and dedication for the good of the nation. In 2015, we became philosophical with the shortest theme to date, the journey. And the next year, we stayed on that philosophical plane with the journey continues. Both in 2017 and 2018, we felt it necessary to remind ourselves that I am St. Lucia. We celebrated our 40th anniversary as an independent nation with the theme all in, our journey, our future. We felt confident enough about 2020 to proclaim, now is the time, let's do this together. Unfortunately, COVID-19 would visit our shores less than 1 month later and change our aspirations and lives forever. Last year, needing to strengthen our resolve after the unprecedented pain and anguish that COVID-19 had caused during the previous year, we declared ourselves a resilient nation. We can, we will. This year, we faithfully return to the subject of unity, which has been the recurring thread over the last 24 years with Douvan, Ansanm, celebrating our people. This focus on unity clearly suggests that either the respective administrations believe it should be something that we affirm during our independence anniversary celebrations, or they see it as a characteristic that is deficient in our society. Therefore, if we operate from that premise, I want to make a few brief recommendations on this, our 43rd anniversary of independence. Firstly, and very importantly, we should stop treating the theme for our independence anniversary like a Queen of the Band's costume that we parade during Carnival and never use or come back to ever again. It is clear that we have not achieved any of the things we aspired to in the 23 themes that preceded this year. Therefore, in my humble opinion, it makes sense to focus on one overarching theme for the next few years burn that theme into the consciousness of our people, and devote the time and resources required to make possible the realization of the goal articulated in that theme. It is clear that we will not achieve unity and progress simply by stating it in an independence anniversary theme, and even more apparent that we will not do this within the course of 1 year. So why not make Douvan Ansanm and a celebration of our people our national mission for the next 5 years and have everyone commit to this? In much the same way that we know Nike wants us to just do it, KFC is finger licking good, and BMW is the ultimate driving machine, then we can remember that the goal of our government, our nation, and our people is pour aller Douvan Ansanm, celebrating our people as we do so. Secondly, if we agree that this is our national goal for the next few years, we should work to change our culture, attitudes, behaviors, and practices to cause that goal to become a reality. We need to work hard to reverse the deep political divisions in our society. As with many things, the impetus for that change to happen must come from our political leaders on both sides. They must give a clear indication that they are serious about uniting our people around the goal of moving the country forward in a way that everyone, regardless of political persuasion or any other categorization, has a realistic opportunity for success and advancement. They must be more inclusive and conciliatory. Our people are our most important resource, and they have shown repeatedly that they are a high-quality asset. We need to harness this resource, whether it be red, yellow, or green in political persuasion, whether it resides at home or in the diaspora, for the important and difficult and challenging task of building our nation. Our politicians must tone down the divisive political rhetoric. In doing so, they will send a strong signal to their supporters and surrogates, particularly those on social media who are fanning the flames of political division. There are too many serious challenges confronting our 43-year-old independent nation for so much of our energy to be directed towards the things that our politicians fight about. Our country has to navigate the turbulent seas of COVID-19, crime, chronic non-communicable diseases like diabetes and hypertension, climate change, and corruption. Our young people are largely unemployed or underemployed. Our economy is fragile and vulnerable, and its growth has been anemic or stagnant since the demise of green gold. Our food security and water security are under grave threat from a variety of factors, including bad public policy. Our citizens are not guaranteed quality healthcare, and if they do not have money, it is even worse. Our education sector needs serious overhaul. We have resorted to selling our passports at a discounted price to fund our national development. We are carrying a crippling national debt that will burden the next 2 generations and severely limit the fiscal space available to government, any government, to fund social services. In other words, many of our social, environmental, and economic indicators are trending in the wrong direction, and some are already at alarmingly critical levels. So, instead of continuing to attack each other and throwing fuel on the fires of division that are already burning in our society, our politicians should have honest discussions with us about how they plan to guide us so that we can truly progress in the face of global and domestic challenges. If we must argue with each other, let it be over the plans our political parties have articulated for dealing with the things that threaten our country, our peace, our security, our progress, and our quality of life. But it's not just our leaders. We, the citizens, have a critical role to play as well. Like someone who wrote on social media recently, many of us engage in selective patriotism. We are patriotic and care about our country only when the party we support is in power. I've seen people who flew St. Lucian flags on their vehicles proudly between 2017 and 2021, driving around this year in cars with absolutely no flag paraphernalia or any national colors. Similarly, some of the people I see flying flags this year on their cars did not do so at any point during the previous 5 years. Some will not attend independence anniversary celebrations when their party is not in power. When we celebrate our country, our people, and our achievements at independence anniversary celebrations, we are not making the government look good. We are saying that we, as St. Lucians, are proud of our accomplishments, and we are showing love for the land that gave us birth. We must always be engaged in the development of our country, regardless which political party is in power and whoever happens to be the prime minister of our country. We cannot want our country to succeed and want ourselves to do well, yet be doing everything within our power to ensure that the efforts of the government to develop the country are frustrated if this government is not a government that we supported during an election. Thirdly, on the question of celebrating our people, the government must do so with all our people, not just a selected few. One good way to start is to recognize for posterity the community and national giants who have contributed to the development of this country and on whose shoulders we stand. Let us start naming our primary schools, our health centers, our streets, our bridges, our libraries, our human resource centers, and all of our public infrastructure, all of our buildings, after the sons and daughters of St. Lucia, whose sweat, tears, and intellect contributed to the advances we have made as a country. I know these things will not happen overnight. This is why these one-year independence themes have no real meaning or significance. But we have an opportunity to make a strong statement, starting this year, that we truly are all in, purposeful, confident, and united in taking responsibility for our country's development, and that we will go Douvan Ansanm in the face of global challenges to embark on a journey we can be proud of and a future we can look forward to. Now is the time. Let's do this together. Happy 43rd Independence Anniversary.